What's up, guys? Dylan Rush for Cage Side Press, joined today by a CFFC lightweight boasting a perfect 5-0 professional record, coming off a massive first-round knockout victory over Sean Felton at CFFC 128. The man that single-handedly changed my opinion of Staten Island. Rob Varrichio. How you doing, Rob?
Yo, what's poppin', bro? Happy to be back, bro.
I'm glad to do this again. This is only our second interview, right? We got to get a couple more in the next few months.
Yeah, well, we had 2 interviews and we had a press conference. So,
Two interviews and press conference. Okay, so we're doing something right. As you know, Sean is a good friend of mine. Sean Felton, your last opponent, but I gotta say, while he didn't have the best record entering the bout, 5-4-1, I'm pretty sure entering it. He's a very tough guy. He's fought very strong competition early on in his career, but at CFFC 128, that didn't seem to matter. What are some things that went right for you during that fight, and how would you assess the performance overall? Your performance?
Overall, I didn't feel like my usual self, but I was able to establish like my jab early, and the takedown was very well timed. I got a little too close, which I don't normally do. I got a little too close against the cage, and then I had to shoot the takedown or I would have got hit. So I shot the double, switched it to a single, hit the inside trip, and I got a really nice right hand landed on the ground that stunned him, and that's when that's kind of when I felt like, okay, it's time to take over.
Mm-hmm. It's longer than some of your fights. It almost went out of the first round, right? Wait, let me see if I'm reading this right real quick, Rob. 5-0, 4 first-round finishes, 4 first-round knockouts, 1 third-round knockout, all finishes in 5 professional fights. So if I'm Mick Maynard or Sean Shelby, I would be getting you on the phone right now. I would have been on the phone with you yesterday. So do you believe is this your year though? Is this the year Rob Varrichio makes his UFC debut?
That's the plan. That's the goal. God willing, just wanna keep on going, keep on making the dream come true.
Mm-hmm. Are you frustrated it hasn't happened yet, or is it all part of the journey? You're not in any rush?
Nah, I understand. I understand completely. Like 5-0 is good, but to get in the contender series or even to get to call the UFC, I need more of an impressive record. Like I don't you don't really see people in the UFC who's 5-0.
Mm-hmm.
You see 6-7-0, but you never see 5-0.
Yeah, you're right. If you had the choice, though, of course, you'd probably prefer just go straight to the UFC, straight to the big show. But if you had the choice, would you prefer the Ultimate Fighter or Dana White Contender Series?
Contender series. I'm not a big fan of the whole tough thing. Like, to be in a house with all that testosterone for 8 weeks, with no phone, all that drama. Like me, bro, like I'm a drama-free guy, bro. Like if my family's mad at me, I walk away. If they don't want to talk to me, that's cool. I'll go downstairs. I'll live my life. I'm a drama-free guy. I don't like the bullshit. So contender series, I can share my own camp, my own boys. My camp's fucking good, dude. I'm chilling with people in my camp.
Hell yeah. I will say this though, all that stuff makes sense. I'm not a fighter, but that type of environment would not be good for me either. But I will say you have a very good personality, man, a marketable one. So that type of show puts your personality out there. I don't know, man.
Yeah, keep going. Keep fine. I'll take it.
So are you looking to, after that amazing victory, what was it, 2 months ago now, right? It was in December.
Yeah.
Are you looking to secure that lightweight strap in your next bout? And there have been some rumors that Robert Watley might be going to the Ultimate Fighter, but how do you see yourself faring about with the reigning champion, Robert Watley?
I mean, I would love to, man. The minute that fight was over, I don't think you understand. Like, my girlfriend got so mad at how many times I watched that video. Like, I watched his fight against Armando like 4 times, like to the point where she was like, "Can you fucking put something else on?" And I was like, "I'm sorry," but I wanted to make sure that I can literally not break him apart, but I could pinpoint everything he's about to do and know all of his tells before we even get in the cage together.
Mm-hmm. So say he does get that call from Tough, the Ultimate Fighter. Do you see yourself maybe fighting for the vacant lightweight strap though in your next time out?
100%. I mean, they said I was next, so I mean, if it's not me, I'll fight anybody.
I think it will be you, man. You posted a photo on Instagram today with the caption "Bet on yourself," and you have certainly bet on yourself throughout every step of this MMA journey. What are some things that you do or that lead you to have this level of confidence to believe that you're going to achieve this level of success early on in your career?
I listen to like what other people do in a day, like other fighters, and I'm just like, I do so much more on my off camp. Like after my last fight, I finished my fight on Friday. I rested Saturday. I rested Sunday. On Monday, I went back to my 2-a-days. I trained. I lifted. I went home and I taught. My life has revolved around martial arts since I was 5 years old. I've been nothing else but it. So I feel like life is always going to reward the hard workers. I've been working my ass off since I started training. So that's the confidence I have. Of course, we're all going to have those shaky moments,
Mhm.
but I know wholeheartedly that I have what it takes to make it.
I never
Thanks.
seen you looking like a fat ass in between fights, like some of these other like Patty Pimblett in between fights.
Listen, I get pretty big sometimes. Yeah, I just don't post anything when I get that big,
uh, do you feel like I know the answer to this, but you feel you've definitely found a home at Tiger Schulman's. Do you think that there's ever a possibility you would leave that gym?
No, no, they're my brothers, man. Like we have a saying, like born and bred. Like we were, like they might not be like my blood, but they're my brothers. Like I train with Champ every day. I train with Julio every day. I train with Bobby Gasal every day. Mike Giordano, all these guys I train with on a daily basis. That it feels like if I was away from them for too long, it feel like if I diss my own blood brother, it's
Mhm.
not the same. I can't go somewhere else. I can go somewhere else to visit. I'll never join someone else's gym.
Okay. Speaking of Tiger Schulman's, I gotta mention my favorite brothers in the sport. Of course, the Burgos brothers. Shane Burgos just said something about you to me on my story. Ryan Burgos reposted. So I'm asking you, Shane Burgos. He came up a little bit short. I think it was the semifinals where he was eliminated in the PFL playoffs last year. Are you expecting maybe redemption in that lightweight tournament this year, PFL?
Oh yeah, bro. Shane's a fucking killer, dude. Like he's evolved so much, even from like just these first like 3 fights he had in the PFL. It's a big adjustment, bro. Like you're fighting every what 8 weeks or every
Mhm.
10 weeks.
Something like
Like
that.
we're not used to that as fighters. Like that's his first time there, so he made the adjustment. I think we had to switch up the camp a little bit because going 10 weeks straight, for 30 weeks, that's fucking tough, dude. So once we made the adjustment, I think next what's it called?
Tournament next season?
What's longer? Next season, next tournament, he's money.
Oh yeah. And then Ryan Burgos. We haven't seen him in the cage anytime recently. Are we expecting Ryan Burgos to get back in there? Maybe CFFC in the near
That's the
future?
plan. That's the plan, dude. That's it. I love fighting. Funny story. I never fought on the CFFC card with any one of my teammates.
No way, really?
No, it's supposed to be me and Ron in the last card, and he got hurt.
Mhm.
Fight before that, it's supposed to be me and Bobby Casal, but he got hurt. So I'm trying to maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the curse.
That's what I'm
Maybe
saying, bro. You're the
I'm saying
curse.
I feel. You know what? Knocking on wood. Maybe it is me. Oh snap!
So if I'm one of your teammates, I'm not trying to get booked on a card of you. That's noted. You spoke about how you've been dedicated your whole life to this mixed martial arts game. Do you feel like that dedication has already paid off or is starting to pay off? Or do you feel like once you make it to the UFC and get some fights there, then it will pay off?
I mean, it's paying off right now, and I feel like it's still more of it to pay off. Like it's paying off in dividends. It's going to pay off a little more as we progress. But I feel my improvement, and I no matter how long I've been training, I'm always eager to learn more. And I feel like some people they get to a certain level and they're like, all right, I just want to work out now. I don't really want to improve, or they think there's not enough. There's not more for them to learn. Like I'm always able to learn more, whether it's something that I'm never going to use, or I feel like I won't ever use, or it's something that like, wow, I love that. I'll do that every single day. I'm going to always learn. So it's paying off. It's going to keep paying off because I'm just going to keep getting better, dude. I'm nowhere near my peak.
Hell yeah. It's a great mentality to have. You want to avoid being complacent in any area of life, but definitely when you're in a sport like this in the fight game. In our last interview or our first interview, you told me that you look to emulate Julio Arce. Out of all the fighters out there, one fighter you look to emulate, Julio Arce. Why Julio? What makes him
But
someone that you want to resemble?
that motherfucker has a cardio of just a machine. He never stops.
Hmm.
Dude, he did 2 rounds today. Comes on the mat. He goes, "Yeah, I wasn't breathing heavy." I'm like, bro, that, like, I mean, I did the same thing. Like, I did 2 rounds too. I wasn't breathing heavy at all, but like, he was chilling. Like, bro, like it was crazy. His condition. Like, I look at him, and like, he's a person I aspire to be, not just like fight wise, but like as a person because he never complains. And he goes right from what we do, like at the gym, right back to his school, and he teaches every class. And you know, I try to be him as much as I can because he's one of my biggest idols in terms of life. If that makes sense.
I truly believe that we're going to see you in that UFC octagon before the end of this year, maybe even earlier than that. So I want to ask you some questions about UFC since it might be your new home in the future, all right?
Let me
What do you think about this UFC 300 main event? Has it been announced yet? Who's going to main event one of the biggest cards of all time?
Oh, man, it has to be a big one. I don't think McGregor is gonna be there. Uh I mean, it has to be a title fight. I'm not sure. I mean, most people are probably gonna say McGregor Chandler, but I think Dana said he's not coming back till June, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, this is what Dana said. Let me tell you this, Rob. Dana said that Connor, this is just last week, he just said it to Pat McAfee, that Connor and Chandler is being pushed back to the fall. But he didn't say, let's read between the lines, Rob. He didn't say that Conor McGregor's return is going to be in the fall or that Conor's not ready until the fall. He said Connor Chandler's pushed back to the fall, word for word. Maybe it's being pushed back because Conor's fighting someone else at 300. Am I onto something or am I a conspiracy theorist?
Do you think Conor Islam?
I think Connor Nate 3.
Was Nate signed again?
Not yet. Bro, but this is the thing. I know it sounds crazy, and I know there are other fights that a lot of fans would rather see than Connor and Nate. But the way Dana's been building it up all this time, not saying it's gonna blow your mind, it can't just be like Leon versus Bilal or just like a title bout. I feel like it has to be someone like Connor. One title fight that I could see is Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira because that would be a huge fight at light heavyweight and that's title online. But yeah, I don't know. He's building it up that to the point where it's like it's gonna be someone that isn't currently on the roster. I was thinking maybe Amanda Nunes, Chris Cyborg, two people that aren't even signed. People were talking about GSP coming back, Khabib coming back, all these different people.
But that isn't Cyborg has that thing going on with her contract. She can't get out of her contract with Bellator or something like that, right?
Yeah, but she's pissed. She's pissed about it. She just said today that she's gonna box. She was like, "There's no opportunities for me in PFL or Bellator in the next 6 months, so I'm going back to boxing." But then I just posted on Instagram saying Amanda Nunes Cyborg UFC 300 headliner, and she reposted it. So she clearly has some interest, man.
Oh, that would be fire. Nunes come back to fight Cyborg. I said beat Cyborg. I meant to fight Cyborg again.
Yo, Nunes already talking about coming back, bro. She already chomping at the bit, even though she's only been retired for a little bit. Cyborg definitely wants that fight back. It makes sense to me, man.
Wait, wasn't Kayla Harrison just signed?
Yeah, but she's fighting on the card on 300. Holly Holm. I think that's on 300. Yeah, that's on 300.
They're feeding the Holly Holm, dude. That's messed up. Is she fighting 35?
She's fighting 40. No, yeah, 35. 35. She's going down.
Yeah. Bro, she's bigger than me, bro.
Bro,
are you kidding me?
Bro, when I saw her at Washington DC at the last one, in November, like she's fucking huge, bro. Like I was like like she would, of course she beat the fuck out of me, but like I was just like looking at her like, yo, she beat the fuck out of me, bro. Like I wouldn't even have a chance. Oh my god.
Yo, some people into that, bro. Some people into that. Better watch out,
man. All right, next UFC question. None of us really know about the main event. We're all just speculating, but I think I'll say this is my prediction. It's going to be announced during the Super Bowl. I'm really confident about that. Dana White, it's going to be like a Super Bowl commercial where Dana White's going to be like, yo, UFC 300. I think that's a really smart thing for them to do. And if the Super Bowl's in Vegas, maybe Dana White will be on the field or some bullshit. I think that would be pretty cool. This is a random fight I've been asking a couple people about because I'm excited for this one. UFC Mexico City. How you doing?
What's up, bro? I'm in there. You want to share real fast? It's so good, dog.
He's got the Tigers Bowman's gear on.
I got all the kids coming in right now. Thanks, bro. You cool, please?
I'll be interviewing them in 20 years.
Yeah, exactly. They're pretty good. Yeah, I'll send you some videos. These kids are so savages.
Oh, yeah, bro. There's more longevity in the journalism game than the fight game, man. So maybe 20 years down the line, I'll be interviewing them.
Yeah.
So a fight that I've been looking forward to that I've been asking a few people about is Brian Ortega versus Yair Rodriguez. Brian Ortega's been out for a long time. The last time he fought was against Yair Rodriguez. He got injured in the first round UFC Long Island. I was there. And it's in Mexico City, and it's two Mexican guys. So I feel like the atmosphere is going to be fucking dope. I feel like this is going to be a really big fight. Who do you see coming out on top of that one?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know. Ortega hasn't been the same. I mean, his last two fights have been so spread far apart now. Like the fight before that, who you fight before a year?
Volk, I think. I think that was
and it was a long fight, and I feel like it took like a year and a half layoff after that.
Yeah, long time. And this has
So
been
I don't know.
another long time since his last fight.
Yeah, so I don't know if his heart's in it anymore. Like it's funny, we were kind of talking about today like the mental aspect of fighting.
Mhm.
Like once people start making money, like I don't think he even needs to fight anymore. He probably has so much money off of just like outside deals that like he doesn't have to fight.
Mhm.
So I feel like maybe his mind's not really in it, or he could say it's in it, but like he's not really working as hard as he used to.
I know this is
But
down the line for you, but is that a fear of yours or a fear of fighters that like that you might make so much money to the point? Like I know, come on, I know Shane's getting a bag from the PFL. Like, is it a fear that you might get like you might not when they say you're sleeping on silk sheets when they always talk about
yeah,
like he's so rich he doesn't have to fight. So it's like it's not like he's that hungry kid coming up through the ranks. So is that like a fear of fight? Do fighters fear that or?
oh, 100%, dude. Like I feel like there are definitely some times where I see people start making like bank, and then just the way they just come down. Like the mentality sometimes is to get out of the gutter. And once they get out of the gutter, they see all they see the bright fucking shiny lights, and then they're like they win a couple fights, they get a bag, and then like maybe they lose one fight, and like all right, I'm not gonna be champion anymore. So I'm gonna just fight for money, and they lose that like that fire, if that makes sense. The fire to be as great as they can be. So I think at that point they should probably get one of those like sports psychologists to really kind of pump it back up. But that's a big fear of mine. So it's like I'd rather stay hungry. So I gotta find a way to not have that happen to me. Because even right now I'm not really in dire straits for money. Like I got properties in my name and shit like that, but I'm still hungry now, so maybe it might not happen to me, but it might happen to me like once I start making like the Shane Burgos money. You know what I'm saying?
That hurricane money, man. You
That
got some
hurricane
in
money,
your name? Hell yeah, man. You're doing a lot of things right, it seems like.
yeah, the hurricane relief fund. You know what I'm saying?
And wait, let me ask you this. Do you talk to any sports psychologists or have you done that in the past? I know there's one guy, Mindset Mike, who's really good at that type of stuff.
I did. I had a guy. His name was Greg. After my fight with after my fight that I broke my forearm.
Mhm.
Like I was in like a deep rut because I was like 25, 26. I was like, fuck, I'm out for like 6 months, and I get back to training, and I feel like all the momentum's gone. So he kind of helped me do that. He helped me do a bunch of other things, and then went into that fight with Evans, ready to fucking murder.
Oh yeah. Last one of the UFC questions. Any current UFC lightweight that you would like to share the cage with one day?
Oh, anyone.
Give me
Uh,
someone, Rob. Come on.
uh,
I'm not talking about like
what
debut or anything, just anybody.
anybody? Oh, I want to fight Justin Gaethje for sure. I told Charlie Quinn. He came in. He goes, "Who's 155 you want to fight?" I'm like, Justin Gaethje. One, because it's gonna be a fucking barn burner. Like we would just swing. I would swing. It would be Friday night for sure. It'd be Friday night that Dana would probably give us 100K each.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would love to see that fight, man, down the line. I gotta ask you this off the script, man. Since I was complimenting you earlier, you wanted to hear more about your good personality. Every media member I know, we're talking about Charlie Quinn, Pat Dana, Zach Kaufman, the 4 Ounce Freedom podcast, Tyler Little, all these guys, they all fucking love you, man. What is it about you that these guys love you? And also, do you like, I know a lot of fighters hate doing interviews, don't do interviews, but do you like the media side of the fight game?
Oh, I mean, it could be because I'm devilishly good looking, and but I love the media. It's fun, dude. It's like I don't know. It's like it's funny. Yeah, excited because when I was younger, I had a horrible speech impediment. I have a little bit now, like a stutter, and I hated public speaking. I hate talking to people. And then out of nowhere, I had my first interview. I think it was either you or Guillotine Geeks or Mason Kemp. I don't know who it was my first one. After that, I was like, yo, that was pretty fire. And every time someone asks me for an interview, I'm like, I'm ready to go. I love it. I love that shit. I love the shit. I don't know. It's not something I feel like I would ever like, but I love it. And maybe it could just be my personality because here I talk to people constantly. Like my job is to teach people and talk to their parents and make everyone laugh. So like I have like the best job in the world. So
Yep.
maybe it carries over to this.
Yep. And you have some fun, maybe. Some of these interviews are fun, and we try to help get your name out there. So I feel like more fighters, give me a shot, man. What are we doing here? But
So give the Rush fan a little give him a little excitement. I got you.
Appreciate it. Yo, I've heard you mention your speech impediment like a bunch of times. I've never noticed it though. I feel like you said it's gotten a lot better, but I've never once noticed it.
Now I like it happens sometimes, and when it does happen, I just stop. I stop talking completely. Like I feel it. So like I'll be talking, and like the word won't come out. So I'll be like, and I'll start talking again. Like it happens with my girlfriend all the time. But like I'll be talking, and it happens a lot with like this like c words. Like I can't say that. So I'm like done, and she goes, "Oh," I'm like, "Shut the fuck up. That's not nice. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it." I don't tell that those words because I don't talk to women like that. But you know what I'm saying. Sorry.
I know, of course. I know you're a great guy, man. You definitely want to help other people as you progress through this fight game. Maybe once you're rich and famous and you got that huge platform, you could do some stuff for kids with speech impediments out there. Maybe spread awareness. Maybe help them with their confidence, stuff like that.
Yes, sir. That's the goal. I mean, I tell my students all the time. Here, like my 4, 5, 6, 7-year-olds, like I started because I was getting bullied for my speech impediment. And they're like, "You had a speech impediment?" I'm like, "Yeah, I stutter all the time." And I was getting bullied, and I started training, and no one ever bullied me again.
Yeah, bro.
They're like, "No way!" So it's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. I got a speed round for you. You ready?
Ready?
Favorite food?
Pizza.
Favorite pizzeria in New York?
Oh, has to be the Nico's over here. The Ninos.
Nice. Favorite submission to practice?
Come on, man. Leg locks all day, baby. You know
Oh
me.
yeah, you told me in the honey hole, right? The heel hook.
Yeah, a little saddle, a little ashigurami.
Who's your worst teammate?
My worst teammates? Oh, like in terms of like what kind of worst teammate? Like what do you mean, personality wise?
Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy's the meanest person ever.
I can see that. I can see that. You're talking about Jimmy Rivera, right?
Yeah. Don't tell me I said that. I might get stabbed.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him this clip. And then last one for this speed round. 4 people. You don't have to go so fast for this one, but 4 people that you would want to have your back in a street fight. You got 5 people trying to jump you in the street. Who are these 4 guys that are gonna have your back?
Ooh, Shane Burgos, Julio, probably Solomon, and my boy Kevin Wilkins. He played in the NFL. He's a big dude.
I know
Very,
Kevin
very
Wilkins, man. I've been following him for a long
Yeah,
time.
you know what I'm saying?
He's a heavyweight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. You definitely want a heavyweight on your team for that one.
100%,
You told me
100%.
In one interview that your favorite fighter growing up was Anderson Silva. You also told me in that interview that if someone was going to play you in a movie, an actor, it would be Ryan Reynolds. Who would you rather have a beer with?
Oh, Ryan Reynolds, dude. 100%.
If you
100%.
what celebrity would you like? If you could have dinner with any celebrity, who would it be? 500K or dinner with Jay-Z?
500K. Sorry. What Jay's gonna tell me to do? He's gonna tell me about what he did. I'm not gonna do what he did. I think 500K. But any celebrity, I'd say 100% Jim Carrey. That motherfucker's funny, bro. He's funny as fuck.
Have you ever seen? I only saw it for the first time yesterday. I was sending it to my friend Mads Vernelli. He's a PFL or he's a Bellator featherweight. Anyway, it was Jim Carrey winning an award, and he goes up and he's smoking a cigarette. He has long ass hair and a beard. I can't even say what he said, but I'm gonna send you this video. I can't believe I never seen it. It was the funniest fucking like award acceptance speech I ever seen for the Truman Show. So I'm gonna send that your way.
Bro, he's gone crazy past couple of years. I don't know what's going on with him. I want to say like when he played in Bruce Almighty, that's when I talked to him. Nah, I don't know about right now.
Right now you'd be a little nervous.
Yeah, I'd be like, he might shoot me.
You take the 500K for that one.
No,
Oh, that's so stupid. Like for years, I've seen that question: 500K or dinner with Jay-Z. Like unless you're a multi-millionaire or some shit, like why the fuck would you choose dinner?
exactly. Like even the advice he gives you, you're not gonna have the money to fucking what I'm saying, to do what he's saying.
Bro.
It makes 0 sense.
So first you're gonna do this. I'd be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that shit. I'd rather have 5K than a fucking dinner with him. All right, I got 2 last ones for you. How important is it to you to pass your experience down to the next generation of fighters, teaching them various skills, but also instilling the respect aspect of MMA into them?
Oh, very important. It's I mean, not just for myself because I love the sport, but for everyone. If you love the sport, you want the sport to grow. Look at how much it's grown in the past couple of years. I teach my kids too. I'm like, I don't care if you guys have a grueling like battle with each other on the mat. The round's over, you smile, you pound it up. That's what martial arts all about, respect. You hear all this trash talk, But once the fight is over, you don't see everything behind the scene. Like you don't see everyone pounding up, shaking hands. Like I told my dad, like Sean Felton, he said smack to me at weigh-ins. He was like, "Oh, my luck ends tonight." And I was like, I smiled. I was like, "It's all cool." After the fight, we dacked up, we had fun, we had a laugh. It's all about respect. It after the battle's over. So martial arts isn't really about like talking shit and making money. It's about getting better, having fun first of all, and
Mm-hmm.
and you know
100%. I hope that never that part of MMA, that should be the main part of MMA.
yeah,
That's why I love this game. That's why a bunch of people love this game. I hope that shit never gets lost with all the
100%.
social media, the trash talk, the bullshit nowadays. I hope that shit never gets lost.
Yeah, bro. There's a picture I'll never forget. It was when Julio fought Shannon Moraes.
Mhm.
And they were gushing blood, and Julio was spilling blood. He went from looking Colombian to looking like a freaking straight red, like this shrink right here, just like this. And both them hugging, smiling. Like I'll never forget that. That's insane.
It's dope. It's like the only sport where, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
Last one, a message to the fans that have stuck by you every step of the way. What can fans expect to see from Ruthless Rob Varrichio in the year 2024?
Well, first and foremost, thank you to everyone who's built me from the beginning. I got friends who I haven't talked to in years, but every single fight, come watch my fight. Like I'm gonna shout this one dude out because I haven't hung out with this guy in years. I haven't talked to him in years. Only time I ever talked to him is before a fight or sometimes at the fight. My friend Albert Pica, his name is Albert Pica. He has been to every single one of my fights besides the one in Rhode Island since I started fighting. And I find that to be absolutely crazy because I never knew he was there until the last fight. He told me he's been to every single one. And, since people have been sticking by me since the beginning, I promise you I'm not going to let you guys down. I'm going to keep working until I put Staten Island on the map.
And we're going to see a couple fights this year?
I mean, I'm trying to stay busy. I had two in the last couple months. I'm trying to have at least 3 more.
Hell yeah, man! And I'll make sure that Albert Pica gets this clip. That's all my questions for you, man. I mean, I really appreciate you taking the time. Yo, time flies when we do these interviews, man. I feel like it's already been 30 minutes. It feels like it's been 5. So
I have a great time talking to you guys, man. It's awesome.
Yeah. Keep doing you. Keep up the hard work, man. I'm gonna see you by the end of this year. Listen, hear me out. I'm moving to Las Vegas by the end of this year. I have no money right now. We're gonna make it happen somehow. A driver's license. I'm gonna get a car, and I'm gonna start covering UFC events. And I'm gonna see you at the Apex by the end of this year, man. We're gonna say, look at us. How did we get here, Rob?
Yeah. That's it. That's the goal, baby. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Thanks for taking the time, bro. Be good. Ruthless Rob Varrichio, baby, undefeated.
Let's go, baby.
See you, brother.
I see you later, homie.